Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 288. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
We are both back. We're refreshed from a week off. How are you?
Yep, I'm refreshed. I had a week off. It was nice.
Good. Very good.
How about you?
Actually, I had a really good time, nothing major. 4th of July, so happy birthday, America. Had a good time. Head down to the beach club my cousins are a part of, just hung out, and played some games. Just played games, actually. So it was actually, game-wise, I do have some stuff to talk about, so It was pretty good.
And I really don't, because
awesome.
I took last week off of work. Had a guest in town.
Excellent. It's always tough when that's to play games. I mean,
I didn't get a chance to game. Hit up Vegas for a couple days. That was
fun. That's a different type of gaming.
I was just gonna say. So I did game. We failed miserably to find the Pac-Man slot machine. Could not find it anywhere. Because I love that Pac-Man slot machine, but it's hard to find.
Were there any, just out of curiosity, did you see any like game related gaming?
No, not this time around.
I guess maybe they don't do that on purpose. I don't know.
No, and there are very, very few, because like so far the only two video game slot machines I've come across are Pac-Man and Castlevania.
Here in the US.
Like,
I don't know if like in Japan like that, because there's like no rules over there. So.
There might be more in Japan and stuff, but here those are the only two I've seen so far. So
interesting.
Well, here's to hoping there are more.
Meanwhile, there's tons of Caddyshack and Golden Girl machines all over the place.
I haven't seen Golden Girl machines yet.
Oh no, I'd seen one. I think I saw one in Atlantic City.
I never saw a Golden Girls machine, but that would be fun to play.
Definitely saw Caddyshack, because there's only so many times you can hear it's all right.
I've seen the Caddyshack one. I've seen a lot of Ghostbusters one. I played a Jurassic Park one this trip.
I think I played Ghostbusters.
Yeah, tons of if we're talking about gaming though, tons of Monopoly.
Oh yeah, that just leads to
There's so many different versions of Monopoly slot machines. It's insane.
So that's cool. Hopefully didn't spend too much money, because Lord knows I would have spent a week and a day there.
No, I actually do really like. I find a way to kind of like lose a little bit and then get it back and then lose again. So I don't lose a lot.
Okay, so you kind of juggle it a little bit.
Yeah, I have my ups and downs.
Awesome. I got all downs. One up, but mostly downs.
No, I know. I've been to Vegas with you.
You have, yes. So,
I remember that trip. Larry, how much did you lose? I don't want to talk about it.
No, really. That was ugly, because I was putting. And that was the first time I was there too, and I'd put money in, lost it in a few seconds, and then put more money in to get the original money back,
and then just lost it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm still paying off a cash advance.
Yeah,
somewhere in Vegas.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how many months of rent did you lose?
Ooh, thank God I've only been there 3 times. So, all right, cool. Well, it sounds good. But like I said, if I may, I've actually had some good gaming couple of weeks here.
Cool.
First of all, I even though I ordered a copy on limited run for my cousin's kid for his birthday. I totally forgot that through Xbox Live, you can gift a digital game to somebody.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right off the system. Totally forgot, because then I would not have ordered this physical cartridge. Physical game, I mean. Shredder's Revenge, which everyone's been loving.
Yes.
So I got it from my godson's brother, my cousin's kid. He wanted an Xbox, so I got him an Xbox. And then actually that night, it was like probably either 4th of July or the day before, we just almost ran through it. Nice. And I think we got 5 players go, right? There was the 4 of them and then me. So I think at some point we had 5 players, because it's 6-player local.
Right.
And
were you April?
No, I was April, because it's so confusing when the 4 turtles are on the screen.
Yep.
I forgot how confusing it was. So I'm like, I need to stand out somehow. I'll take April.
Nice.
So, but it was fun, and the kids loved it, which is awesome. So very good on that. What else? I got my little, me and my buddies, our buddies, but me and my friends, we play PUBG often. We got a little tired of PUBG, so we actually, for the first time last night, moved on to Fortnite.
Oh, wow. Oh, Fortnite.
Yeah,
Okay.
so which was
Interesting.
hysterical. Because now Fortnite has two versions of the game. One where you build forts and homes and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and one where you don't. So we play the one where you don't build because I just building just seems too much for me,
Right.
for us. But non-building, what do they call it? Zero build, they call it.
Okay.
We just dominate. But the game is so much fun, and I forgot that Fortnite really reaches out to licenses because
Hmm.
for this chapter, as they call it, um, you can get Darth Vader,
Oh,
you can get
nice.
Indiana Jones. Pretty sure I got killed by Carnage at some point.
Oh, that's
So,
really cool.
so,
Yeah, no, I
and
think Ghostface is in Fortnite from Scream.
probably,
Yeah.
probably. So that was just a fun, different game
Hmm.
for all of us to play, and very exciting, and just goofy. So that was cool. So we had that going. But the biggest thing for me is, and I've been obsessed lately, and I'm just going game after game, are these Metroidvania games.
Yeah, I know. You had talked about last time how you were in love with Axiom Verge.
Yep. So now that was what, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we were
So
talking
now
about that.
I don't think I've done this I don't think I've done all this in 3 weeks. Had to have been longer than that, but I would say within the last 2 months, probably.
Yeah.
I've completed, and I'll go into some detail, not major detail. Axiom Verge 1 and 2.
Hmm.
Then why do I feel like there was more? Oh yeah. Then I moved on. So after I was done with Axiom Verge 2, I'm like, all right, because I now want to get through some games I already own. I have a game, Blasphemous. I don't know if you're familiar with this game.
I do. I do
It
not
was a
know
kick.
this one.
It was a Kickstarter game.
Okay.
Very I don't want to say dark, not like unholy. Well, yeah, I guess almost unholy dark. It's almost
Hmm.
like like the days of the church when God hated everybody, and like those weird dark times, because that's what a lot of it is about.
Okay.
And you play this guy with this weird dome head or whatever. Very graphic, very not like over the top gory, but
Hmm.
gory enough. Great game to play, very fun. Except in the first 20 minutes, I must have died 70 times.
Oh, one of those
So,
games.
so I gave up on that for now. I mean, you want to talk about rage quitting? Oh man.
Well, if I died 70 times, I would probably consider rage quitting. Although I
I,
probably don't think I would.
but the game is just fun to play. I'll go back to that later. I'll deal with it. I didn't get too far into it, so I can restart.
Hmm.
But man alive, that sucked. Um, so then I moved over to the Castlevania Game Boy Advance series,
Oh, nice.
which is currently available. Castlevania Advance Collection, it's called. Um, so here's where I made a mistake with digital copies. So I think I have these 3 games on the Advance that came out:
Hmm.
Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance,
Dissonance.
Dissidence, and Area of Sorrow.
Right.
And I think I have all 3. I know I have at least the first 2, but I have all
Hmm.
3 on the Wii U. I downloaded them. But I thought the Castlevania Advance series had some like upgraded graphics a little bit. Not like super, but like upgraded graphics. It has Dracula X in the collection as well.
Hmm.
And it was on sale. I'm like, all right, let me buy it.
Okay.
So I bought it, and the game looks exactly like the ones on my Wii U. So I'm like, that sucked. So in
Okay.
any event, um, so went into that. Beat Circle of the Moon. Took me about maybe like a week and a half
Yeah.
to be. Now, granted, these are Game Boy Advance games, so they're designed to be shorter. Trying to think. So, like, Circle of the Moon probably took me about a little over 6 hours or
Hmm.
7 hours to play. Now I'm into Harmony of Dissonance,
Dissonance.
Disinfectant,
Disinfectants.
and I'm a few hours into it. I didn't like it at first, but I'm starting to like it now.
Okay.
But as a modern gamer, excuse me, a retro gamer playing modern games is what I meant. There is a difference with this Advance collection as opposed to the 3 games I would have on the Game Boy Advance. And
Hmm.
I'm coming out right now to say I do not care about this. I am taking full advantage of it. And quite frankly, I am like, don't feel bad about it whatsoever. The rewind feature. in
Oh
these games.
yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
daddy. I mean, look, you know
Isn't that
what?
brilliant?
All right, so I know a lot of people right now just went, "Oh, boo! Rewind feature, really, folks? I'm 42 years old. These games are like 15 years old. I really don't want to sit around and deal with a lot of the hassle anymore.
Yeah.
I want to play the game and I want to get to the ending."
Yeah. No, and you know what? It's fair. At this point, it's fair. It's like if you're not, if you're struggling that much, I don't mind the rewind feature. I think it's fine.
On the old games, obviously, it'd be weird on a brand new game that comes out. You
Yeah,
know
on
what
a
I mean?
brand new game, rewinding, it's like okay, it may
Yeah.
be a little bit weird, but at the same time, it's like if you're just looking to play a game to enjoy it and complete it, and obviously that little hump of dying all the time gets in the way, it's like yeah, this fixes it.
Especially in a game like these, because like say you go like for an hour unveiling the castle,
Yeah.
right? Going through it, and then you die and you lose all of that.
Yep.
You got to do it again. I don't want
Yeah.
to do it again.
No, and I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Just remember that when you finally beat the game, it just really doesn't count.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I saw
know.
an ending. I don't even care about multiple endings.
Oh yeah, you just want an ending.
I just want
Yeah.
an ending.
Yeah,
That's it.
I want an ending. It's over. It's done with. Yeah, haha.
I might go back and play again, to get a different ending. But for now, it's good. And trust me when I told you, I took such an advantage of that in Circle of the Moon on Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
I must have been a 45-minute fight because I kept rewinding. And it was a battle of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Epic proportions.
No, patience.
Patience.
Because I got hit so many times, my gauge was not even there anymore.
Nice.
So I almost had to do a perfect run every time I rewound it. It was to the point where I figured out I had one of the, because it's like a card system in Circle of the Moon,
right?
To get different weapons, and one of them is this poison mist that comes out. Like literally, you walk around with this cloud of poison mist, and it does a 1-point damage. And I was like, okay, let me set my watch because this is going to take a while. And I set it up, and it was weird. I had enough magic where like it didn't even take any magic away.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm fighting Dracula and hitting him with 1-point hit,
oh,
hit
jeez.
My God, it took forever. But I got there, and I was happy. I beat it.
Right.
I'm good to go. So
as long as you're happy that you beat it.
Yes.
Now, and one thing to bring up about Circle of the Moon, since you just made me realize, I got a copy of an exclusive copy of Castlevania Circle of the Moon 2 on Switch because my friend went to, I think it was an anime convention a couple of weeks ago, and there was a vendor there, and he's like, I don't remember which vendor it was. I don't know if it was Limited Run or whatever, but he's like, do you want any games? This, the vendor here has a bunch of games, and I'm like, what does he have? Give me a list, and I was like, oh, I'll take the convention exclusive Circle of the Moon 2. I don't have it yet. He hasn't brought it to me yet. I just
I don't mean to burst your bubble. Are you thinking Curse of the Moon 2?
No, I'm thinking
Bloodstained?
No, Circle. I believe it's Circle.
There is no Circle of the Moon 2 sequel.
I thought there was Circle of the Moon 2. Maybe I'm thinking backwards.
When Bloodstained put out Curse of the Moon, which is that very Castlevania 3
you know
style.
what? You're right. It's probably Curse of the Moon.
Because I got very excited. I'm like, ooh,
confused.
Curse of the Moon 2. That'd be awesome.
Hold on.
But
let
now,
me see. Yeah, Curse of the Moon 2. Sorry.
Okay,
it was limited run.
No, total limited run. Yeah.
It was at the Anime Expo.
Now I'm curious what that exclusive looks like actually.
Yeah, Interesting. I honestly don't know. He just said it was an exclusive, and I'm like,
why not? It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. You love Castlevania 3, you're gonna love Curse of the Moon 1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I loved Bloodstained.
That's another one I gotta finish.
Ritual
of the Night.
Ritual of the Night was great. Yeah. Was great.
So these subtitles are killing me.
I know, and I got to go back and play the 8-bit version that they put on there.
Oh yes.
Because when you complete the game, you unlock the 8-bit.
There is actually another, which I don't have pre-ordered yet, but there is another Castlevania game it's a remake of a Japanese game that people are saying
Metroidvania.
What'd I say?
Castlemania.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, no, I guess you could say this is more like Castlevania. It's a game coming out. No, I don't want Nintendo Life. I want Nintendo.com. I'm gonna look it up here in a second, but like they're saying it's supposed to be like one of the greatest Metroidvania games of all time.
Ooh.
It's gonna be for Switch. It's a remake.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I
here
have
we
a
go.
feeling I know what it is. Once you say it,
Kumajuo Remilia Scarlet Symphony.
oh no, I do not know that.
Comes out at the end of the month.
Okay.
It does have a feel. It's not from the guy who created Symphony of the Night and Bloodstained, but it has a very Bloodstained feel to it, at least in my opinion.
That's cool.
And I believe it's exclusive to Switch, because I could be wrong on that.
Nice.
But they're like jacking up the graphics and everything for it from its original PC release or something.
Very cool.
So looking forward to that. But yeah, right now I am just all about these games. And pardon me, as soon as I'm done with Harmony of Dishonorance, then I'm gonna move on. Then I'm gonna move on to Area of Sorrow.
Aria of Sorrow. Nice.
Areola of Sorrow. And then I'm good with those three. The Dracula X I'll get to when I get to. So yeah, I am just this is my craze right now are these games. And then I'm going to go back at some point and on the original PlayStation play one more time Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night.
Because I know for a fact, well, A, my save game is long gone, but B, I think I've only got you can max out at 212% of the
Something
castle.
like
And I think I only had like 191 or something. So personally speaking, I got more to do.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where I got to on that. I think I got to like 204.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got really, really far on that.
Remember when you're like, oh, I beat the game.
Nope.
Ding, 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 ding,
Like,
ding. Wait, what's going on?
I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh.
Why is the
All right.
castle rotating?
So I beat half the game. But
Genius idea, though.
Yeah, still an absolutely amazing game.
Yeah.
You had made me think. For me, it's at least game wise right now. I am in the middle of South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Still awesome.
Yeah. That game. I'm sorry. That game just makes me laugh. I can't stop laughing. I'm living through a South Park episode, and it's a really long episode.
Awesome.
And it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot. Of course, with the superhero theme, it's really great.
I keep forgetting that's the superhero one. I keep forgetting.
It's a superhero one. It's really good.
Yep.
And the callbacks to the show are just amazing. It's like everything.
Just think of how far that game series came from the first couple of games on the N64 that were just oofa.
Terrible. The first person shooter.
Oh,
South Park game. And then
Chef's Love Shack.
Chef's Love Shack, the game show one.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they definitely I would love for them to put out another one.
Totally.
I would love for them to put out another one. Just really, really fun. But that's pretty much what I'm focused on, and still playing Pac-Man.
Oh, of course.
Pac-Man.
Excellent.
And I've got and when I say Pac-Man Museum now, I'm really just focused on the original Pac-Man.
Really?
I just beat my high score.
Okay.
89,000.
Not bad.
On Pac-Man. That's great. I'm very happy with that.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Just working my way.
Working your way to a kill screen.
Yeah. And I did also pick up this week. I had a coupon at Barnes and Noble, so I went to their magazine section. Which
wow.
I know I don't do.
Went to a magazine section in a book and mortar store.
In a book and mortar bookstore.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Amazon's putting out regular bookstores.
Brick and mortar, I meant.
Brick and mortar, yes. Brick and mortar. But the cool thing about the Barnes and Noble magazine rack, it's like huge.
It was,
and you can pick up stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Which is great. And they have a gaming section.
They do.
They do. So I picked up, this is a special edition retro gamer mag. But it's the greatest gaming icons.
Look at that. That's cool.
Really
That's
cool.
A thick issue too.
Yeah. So everything you need to know about your favorite gaming heroes and villains, and it focuses on the 50 most well-known gaming icons, and there are a few on here that I actually didn't even know. So I was like, okay. I was like, this is interesting. But and then they do a countdown to the 50, and then they have like a focus on each one.
Wonderful.
So I started reading that last week, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's been a good read so far. I do like Retro Gamer magazine.
Very good.
But that's really been it for me.
One more thing, actually.
What else you got?
You talking about like a quote unquote imported magazine, if you will. It's probably like from England or something like that. That magazine.
Retro Gamer? No,
yeah.
I thought they were in the US.
Oh,
no. Who are you thinking of? No, retro games.
No, because usually Barnes and Noble has a big collection of
foreign
import, like from the UK and Japan. I saw an ad for this, so it's really nothing major. Anyone can do this, but I'm like, you know what? Since I'm never gonna go there anytime soon, Super Nintendo World in Japan.
Yep.
So I decided to import a bottle of Coca-Cola Super Nintendo World Japan.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't plan on going there, but we're gonna have one in the States, so you'll be able to get it here.
No, I know, but it's cool to have this one too.
True.
Actually, I have two of them. One's in the fridge, and if you ever come into New York, one of them is yours.
Thank you.
So that's why I bought two. But my problem is
I might wind up in Japan before I wind up.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm keeping both of them. But but I didn't when I ordered them, I didn't realize there's different designs on them. So now I want to know how many designs there are.
Yeah, you're gonna want. I think there are 4.
And not only that, but I have one in the fridge because I do want to try it because I feel like
it's going to taste different.
It's going to taste slightly different. Coca-Cola around the world. When you go, there's oh God, I haven't been there. When was the last time I was in Georgia? The only time I was ever in Georgia, what feels like 10 years ago at this point. Coca-Cola World down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola factory, and it's a big giant thing and everything's really awesome. And then you get to a point where they have soda fountains with all different flavors, Coke, and all different brands that they sell all over the world, and just different Coca-Colas lined up. The one in the US tastes different than the one in the UK, tastes different than the one in Japan. It's really weird. Not weird. Well, weird when you first taste it, but just very odd. And then there's that one soda from Italy that is the most disgustingest thing I've ever had in my life.
Oh.
Can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Oh, well. Again, would it be? But yeah. On. So this is pretty cool. So
all right. Nice grab.
That. Yeah.
Very nice grab.
I can add it to my other Coca-Cola bottles that I have.
No recent Super Potato purchases?
No. In fact, there have been some recent cancellations.
Yeah. Well, because you have been talking about going digital, so like going back to digital.
No. I meant I've been canceling pre-orders.
Oh.
Altogether.
Okay.
So now that my car is all nice and fixed up and tuned up, with that bill, I've figured, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to back off on some of these pre-orders that I have.
Right.
So I emailed a few companies to see if I can get cancellations on some pre-orders. We'll see what happens. I've officially canceled my Mega Drive Mini 2 pre-order. I know they didn't. I know I don't get charged until they ship, but still, I needed to. Which also means I canceled the Mega Drive Mini 2 add-on. Yep. So maybe down the road I'll do it. Maybe down the road I'll get them.
Yeah.
But for now,
they'll still be around.
It hurts. Trust me, it hurt to do it.
I'm sure it did.
But
you need your car.
I do. So for now, that's happening. And that's really... Yeah, really about it. I haven't really bought anything otherwise.
I only have one thing on pre-order right now, and that's just the Steam Deck.
Yes. You're going to get that, what, 2025?
Yeah, and it's not even a pre-order. It's just
like a hold.
Yeah, it's just like a $5 hold.
Oh, well, the day of this recording that we're recording this right now, and you got to make your decision. Are you or are you not going to pull the trigger on Bill and Ted through limited run? Because today is the last day.
No. It can't be the last day.
Today's the last day. I still haven't seen it digitally, so I'm going to be holding off.
Oh, no, it's a terrible game.
Terrible games.
Multiple. I never played the other game. Was the other game bad?
I don't know. I never played the Game Boy version either.
Oh man. I'm looking now. Now I looked it up and I'm looking at it. It's like I want that Wild Stallion.
That's really all you want to be. Like you will throw away the game. Just give me the CD. Right?
You could just buy the skateboard deck. That's available.
You could
by itself.
You could, yeah.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to think about this.
So at the time this drops, folks, Anthony's either gonna have ordered or not ordered the Bill and Ted. So we're gonna. I guess we'll find out next week.
I have a few hours. I'll be.
You do. You got time. You still got time.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Oh boy. So
move on from that stress.
Other than that, that's pretty much about it on my end. So yeah, nothing else.
Well, in terms of the Steam Deck, just going back to that really quickly, I am leaning more towards actually buying it.
Okay.
Because I've been kind of shopping around for new strategy games to play.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so and strategy games, like more like like your Sim Cities
Mm.
and Roller Coaster Tycoons, like those types of games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've just like I'm kind of getting a resurgence in my brain for those, and I haven't played one in a really long time. I think the last one that I really enjoyed playing was Theme Hospital, which I
Oh,
did
was that good?
rebuy. Yeah, oh, I loved it.
Okay.
Which I did rebuy on PC
Mm-hmm.
a while ago when it was available. But now they have like on now they have 2 Point Hospital, which
Oh,
is like
yes.
the new one.
Sega put that out. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the new one, and I want to get that as well. But like I've been looking at like other strategy games, like I've been looking at Civilization, Democracy, like City Skylines, which I actually have. It was a free download on PlayStation.
Xbox. Oh, play.
Maybe they may have both had the free
Maybe both.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually just looking at that online, and I was looking at review videos, and it's basically just another version of SimCity, where
Oh,
you
yeah.
just build
Totally.
out the city. But yeah, I've just been kind of getting a hankering for playing one of those.
All right.
So I may be purchasing one of those. And to be honest with you, those are better played on a PC with a mouse.
100%.
Yeah. So
Well,
as
if
much
you're
as I,
playing on a Steam Deck, there's no
yeah,
mouse.
well, right, on a Steam Deck it would, but just the idea, like it just made me think
I
of,
gotcha.
you know what, having the Steam Deck and taking it with me,
Yeah.
if I start playing on my PC more, would be worth
Mm-hmm.
it. So
That's why I'm telling. That's why I love the Switch. They have all these. Yeah, I know. Graphically speaking, it's not an Xbox or a PlayStation. It's nothing's in 4K.
right,
But when I was at my parents' house for those 3 weeks, when I was watching my cousin's dog for the weekend,
Mhm.
when I brought my car to get service, there was a line around the block. So I waited a while. So I brought
Yep.
the system with me. So yeah, so that's why I love the portability. That's probably why I
Yeah,
gravitate to it more for the portability as well. But
yeah,
the Steam Deck would do the same thing for you.
yeah, exactly. And when it comes to your car, always be the first appointment.
I thought I was.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
They
it's
were
like
doing construction, so they merged.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, and that's the whole thing, the portability of it. My travel is starting to pick up again with work, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay, I go. So I'll probably be playing my Switch more, but it would also be cool to have the option of, you know what, I'm going to take the Steam Deck with me on this trip.
And I see, a lot of people that follow us on our Instagram page.
Mhm.
We see them like when they travel, they got the Switch with them. I saw some people
Yep.
talking about Steam Deck as well.
Yep.
In fact, I saw one. I'll give a shout out. Lady Gamega, Gamega. She was going traveling, so she took a picture of her Switch.
Nice.
Unfortunately, she was playing Breath of the Wild, so I had to break the news to her that's the
That
worst
she was
game
playing
in the series.
the best Zelda game ever
Yeah,
made,
no,
as voted by every single gaming website.
worst game ever. But again, Steam Deck will do the same thing as like what the Switch
Maybe
is
you need
already
a
doing.
maybe
So
you
it's
need
pretty
a
cool.
rewind function on it.
It's so nice. Yet hit rewind, but I don't
Yeah.
rewind every time. Only like major points. Like I'll
Mhm.
try my best to get to a save point, but
Eh, fair enough.
yeah. Oh, well.
Oh boy.
So we've been gone for a couple weeks. Is there even anything new happening?
Yeah, we did miss a bunch of news. I kind of picked out some stuff. I didn't want to go through all the news.
All right.
Because there was a lot. News wise, you had actually, I think, brought this up, but we
Uh-oh.
didn't record about it, I don't think. So I wanted to get this one out of the way in case we've already said this. But the Evercade,
Mhm.
announced a Commodore 64 collection
Oh,
for October.
We did not talk about this, but I'm so excited
not.
about it. Yes.
Yeah, so Commodore 64 Collection 1. It says Collection 1, which makes me think there's going to be more than one.
They're always doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most likely they will.
So, yeah, so Collection 1 is arriving this October on the Evercade. And again, the more they release, the more I'm like itching. I'm
telling you, man.
I know. I'm getting itchy with it. So this collection, pretty solid lineup too. Gonna go through the list really quickly. So you're getting Alley Cat, Battle Valley, Gateway to Apshai, Impossible Mission, Iridius Alpha, Jumpman,
Mhm.
Lee, Lee. I don't know what that one is.
It's like a Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Okay, Marauder, the Movie Monster game, which is exciting. Street Sports Baseball, Stormlord, Subterranea, and then Summer Games and Winter Games, which I played ad nauseum on my Commodore 64. I can never master the figure skating.
Oh, I forgot about it.
I used to fall on my butt all the time.
Yeah, no, I saw this and because a lot of the cartridges that come out for this system, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but like there's enough games on the cartridge that I already own on different systems that it's not really worth it. Like I would love to buy. They got the IREM collection coming out.
Okay.
And that's got the R-Type, Moon Patrol, Battle Chopper.
That's a good collection.
Great collection. There's I think there's 6 games on that one. But I already have a lot of these games on various systems. So now if I had the Evercade, like the EXP, like the new handheld one, then I might. But for now, again, holding off. But this Commodore 64 collection is the first one in a while that's got a full collection on it that like, all right, now this is worth me picking up.
Exactly. So that's really cool. Very
Do
cool
you have
collection.
any other announcements with the Evercade? Because I know there's a couple other collections coming out.
No, that was the only one.
Real quick, I'll throw it out. There's the Topeland collection, Topeland Arcade 1.
Okay.
That's going to have 8 games on it. Again, some of which I already got in the collection that came out for the Genesis.
Okay.
Tiger Heli, Alcon, Guardian, Flying Shark, Techie Packy, Snow Brothers.
Ah, Snow Brothers.
The arcade, which just got released on the newer systems recently.
Yes, it did.
Zero Wing, all our what is it? All our base belong to you.
All our base belong to us.
And Truxton. So top games, and again, 3 of those games, right? Maybe 4 of these games are part of that Genesis box set that I bought, which is called the Topeland Collection. So that's going to be coming out, and then there's one. It's a 2 game, but these are more recent games that are available, that were available physically as well. The 2-pack, Alwa's Awakening, the 8-bit edition, which I think a friend of ours, I think.
Oh yeah. Who is it?
I want to say it was Jack.
It's probably Jack.
Yeah. And in the same pack, a game called Cathedral.
I know Cathedral.
Yep. So, and the 2, usually you'll see the 2-pack when it's more like recent, like indie games and stuff like that. So like the collections right now, and I know I have a couple on pre-order already, Morph Cap collection, and I think the Renovation collection. So yeah. Well worth it, and the more it's coming out, the merrier. I highly recommend this system, truly, whether it's the handheld version, because you can plug the handheld into the TV, or, of course, the Versus. Just enjoy it. It's great gaming.
Nice.
On a budget price. That's what's good about it.
Yeah, that's what's cool, because it's like a lot of these collections are only like $20.
They're basically all $20.
Are they all $20? Yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, which is great.
So, yeah, totally.
That is awesome.
So...
All right, cool. All right, lots of Evercade news there. Moving on. Did not know about this. Maybe you did. But GoldenEye, N64, classic game.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I think you've heard of it too. They made a documentary about it.
Oh, no, that I did not know about.
Yeah, there's a story. They made a documentary about GoldenEye's development. It's currently out in the UK right now. It hasn't hit other regions yet. But they have interviews with the game creators, stories behind, the development of the game and all that stuff. And just cool stuff about one of the, most influential games on the N64.
One of the best games, period. Got me through college. I mean,
one of the best multiplayer.
Oh, my God.
Multiplayer shooters.
Oh, good Lord. It was amazing.
Yep. Yep. So interesting little documentary. And again, there were rumors floating around that this may be coming. They may be re-releasing GoldenEye.
They keep talking about it. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe this is like that first step into that direction.
Hopefully. Now, if they re-release it, do we go back to Pierce Brosnan, or do you keep the Daniel Craig re-release?
Ooh, good question.
Because they re-released the game already on the Wii, but they replaced Brosnan with Daniel Craig.
It depends who they get licensing rights from. But we'll find out. Moving on. Interesting. I did not know about this one. And this is a nice random bit of random news, or a did you know segment even. We all know about the 3DO system, right?
Yes, we do.
We all know about the failed 3DO.
I almost bought a 3DO recently.
Yeah, but did you know that there was a 3DO console sequel planned?
Really?
The 3DO M2
Oh,
um,
fancy.
was originally supposed to be a follow-up of the 3DO console.
Mhm.
It was canceled in 1997 due to the fact of the N64 and Sony PlayStation hitting the market. They just didn't think they'd be able to compete with it.
It's like, guys, wait till you check these two systems out.
Yep, and they were yeah.
Yikes.
So it was just, they just decided we're just not going to put the console out.
Okay.
But they did create 5 games for the 3DO
Wow.
M2, and they have now been emulated onto MAME.
Okay.
MAME emulator, so you can play these 5 titles for the 3DO M2 on MAME. So I just thought that was actually very.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I never heard of that. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I did not know about it either. The games are Toby! Exclamation point.
Toby.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry. Toby Polystars, whatever that was.
I guess they were going for this Toby character.
Yeah, Toby Polystars. Evil Knight.
Okay. KNIGHT?
No, NIGHT.
Oh, okay.
Evil Knight, so some horror-based game. Total Vice. Battle Trist, and Heat of 11. Those are the names of the. Those are the names of the 5.
11.
Heat of 11.
Interesting. What could that be?
No idea. Maybe they're. Maybe it's a Stranger Things thing. Look, it's cool. We thought of Stranger Things first. But yeah, so if you have a MAME emulator, you can look up those 3DO M2 games that were never released because the console was never released. So I thought that was a bit of interesting news.
Fair enough.
So here's another console bit of news that's a first. We now have the world's first NFT console.
NFT console.
An NFT console.
So only one person can own it? Like, is that?
I have no idea. Polium, Polium, or Polium, a Web3 company. Web3 is an idea of a new version of the internet that we know today, which with a form distributed in the blockchain. No idea.
Okay. That's where NFTs come from.
Yeah, has revealed the very first NFT video game console. It's called the Polium 1. It looks like a very small console. It's about the size of the controller for the system, and the controller just looks like a PS4 controller.
So it's a physical system?
I guess it's a physical system. It's a multi-chain console for Web3 gaming.
Okay.
Which will have existing and exclusive games on the system when it launches in 2024. But the funny thing about it is that they've noticed that the logo for Polium is basically they took the Nintendo GameCube logo and just rotated it.
Isn't it a cube?
What?
Isn't it? Yeah. So okay.
It's an outer cube with a cube in the middle.
Oh, okay. I got
and then there's an open
Okay.
side, so they basically just rotated the cube.
Awesome.
And that's what everybody's calling out. And they're like, "No, it's not exact. Look at the difference." And I'm like, "That's like Vanilla Ice talking about."
I was just thinking. I literally was just thinking that.
That's like Vanilla Ice, where it's like, "No, our song is not under pressure." You
it's
see,
like
we added a little ding.
Mine goes dump 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 da da dump dump. There goes dump 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 da da dump dump dump.
Totally different.
That was the best interview ever.
So anyway, the Polium or Polium 1 is coming out in 2024. Curious to see how this goes because we've talked about NFTs before on the show. I'm honestly not really a fan.
And neither am I. I have no idea what they're. I still don't get them. But it almost sounds like it's just another like Stadia or Luna.
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like to me too.
All right.
So we'll just see what happens.
Hey, more the merrier. We'll see what's up.
Yep. Moving on to Nintendo in the physical world. Okay. Nintendo has now teamed up with Cold Stone Creamery.
I've seen this. Yes.
Yeah. So now you can get Kirby, Mario, and Animal Crossing ice cream flavors.
I gotta find a Cold Stone around here to try that. Oh, that's right. Because I posted this on our page. I'm like, the tables have turned now on Kirby because we now get to eat him.
Yes, exactly. So Kirby's flavor is called the Mighty Pink Puff.
Okay.
It's strawberry ice cream with strawberries, mini marshmallows, and caramel.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay.
You can get the Superstar Sprinkle Blast inspired by Mario Party Superstars.
Okay.
Cake batter ice cream with yellow cake, blue frosting, and rainbow sprinkles. Or you can get the Island Getaway, which is the Animal Crossing New Horizons creation, which is chocolate ice cream, strawberries, banana, and whipped topping.
That might be more my
And
going. Okay.
and on top of that, they've also added an exclusive Mario Kart themed ice cream cake called the Rainbow Sprinkle Road.
That's awesome.
And it looks really cool because on the top of it, it looks like they have the Mario and Luigi in their go-karts as like, little
like icing.
decorations.
Oh, okay,
No
gotcha.
decorations,
Yeah,
like decorations.
yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool for all you ice
Okay.
cream lovers out there. Hit up Cold Stone Creamery for your gaming themed ice cream.
Absolutely.
Moving on. I didn't know this. I don't know if you did, but the Wii Shop channel and the DSi shop had been down for months.
Yeah. So this
and
was
they finally back up. But I didn't realize they were down. I didn't realize they were down for several months.
Yeah, so now don't get it wrong. It's not like you can go on and purchase games anymore. You can't purchase games no matter what.
Right.
And this is the misconception I think people have when they start seeing these shops shut down. And again, and then it goes back to digital versus physical.
Right.
What happens is really they're back up now for people to re-download games
they've already
if they need to. Exactly, which that's still good to go.
Yeah, you can't buy new stuff, but you download your old stuff, or So if you bought it, it's yours. It's still available to download.
Exactly. And when it was down, obviously people couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So now that it's back up and running, actually, I got to check. I got to log on to my 3DS, see if I can download any DS games I might not have downloaded before. So,
okay, cool. Moving on, we still got a bunch of news. Microsoft recently renewed trademarks for two rare games on the N64, Rare being the company.
Oh, okay.
Since they own the company, not Rare Games. But they just recently renewed the trademarks for Blast Core and Viva Pinata. So,
all right, two good series.
So we may be seeing those soon, whether it's going to be on the Switch, maybe expansion, or if we're just going to see them, re-release something.
Blast Core was such like a sleeper hit.
It really was.
It was like good. I didn't know. Yeah, it was like just it came out. You're like, this is weird. But when you play, and it's on, I think it's on the Rare collection that's on the Xbox. Yes. It's just a really good game, man.
It's just a fun game.
Yep.
It really is. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, this is really cool. So somebody started, I guess, at one point, a Super NES manual archive online.
Okay.
So all of the, because games used to come with physical manuals. They don't do that anymore. You want a manual, you go online. So somebody decided to digitally archive this Super NES manuals. They have now completed all 844 English language manuals online.
That's cool.
So you can go online, look up any Super Nintendo game manual in English, and
that's cool.
And just check it out and download it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really gone through a manual.
Oh, I always go through the manuals. I love the manuals. Maybe that's why I play better than you.
Maybe this is true.
Maybe because I read the manual first before I jump into the game. Wait, what do I do? Oh, I'm dead. Exactly. So a little dose of nostalgia there.
Yeah.
Switch Online's expansion pack is getting a new game.
I saw this. I love this game. I love it.
I love it, and I still have the original one, but we're getting Pokemon Puzzle League on the expansion pack.
To say this was GoldenEye got me through college, and shockingly enough, so did Pokemon Puzzle League.
It's very addicting. It's just very addicting.
So good. It's Tetris 2. Don't get me wrong. It's just Tetris 2 with a Pokemon layover on it. But the games, the versus matches we had, the little made up tournaments we did in the dorm, and just be weird walking down. You hear down the hall, like Pikachu, because every time you clear a line and everything. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah, so I'm definitely. Well, I mean, I don't have the expansion pack yet, so I'm not going to play.
Well, you just get your Ultra 64 adapter for your Poly Mega, and you slap in the cartridge. You're good to go.
That's what I have to do, or I can just take out my N64.
You do that too.
Yep. Lego. We've been getting a lot of Lego Nintendo sets lately.
Good. Yeah.
Lego has recently confirmed rumors with a new 18 and over Bowser set. Which you can actually fight.
See, that's odd because when you set it up, I don't know if it runs on batteries or whatever, but like if I gotta start swinging at this thing, like does it swing back at me? Will it fire fireballs at me?
It's called the Mighty. I don't know. It's called the Mighty Bowser. It's 2,807 pieces.
Wow,
bigger than any of the other sets that they've come out with. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I have no. They have bricks that replicate King Koopa's spikes to a fireball launcher and a button that controls his head and neck movements. You will also be able to pose his arms and fingers. So it's an actual, fully working Bowser, basically.
When does it become self-aware?
Well, that's what I want to know, because that's the coolest part of it. Yeah. So, and it has an action tag that will allow Mario, Luigi, or Peach to battle him.
Okay, that's cool.
Really interesting. Comes out October 1st.
Very neat. Yeah, I don't have any of those. I don't have any room to set that up if I wanted to, but that sounds really cool.
I'm pretty much out of room. Let's see. What else do we have here that we could talk about? Oh, Pac-Man World. I don't know if we talked about this recently.
We talked about it. Yep.
Pac-Man World Repack. Did we cover that?
Yes. Cannot wait.
It will
Miss
be
Pac-Man's
out
not in it.
No, August 26th.
Yep. Pac-Mom is in it with her hat, not her bow.
Jeez, poor Pac-Mom. And then the last bit of news I wanted to share, and this talking about you were talking about how you canceled pre-orders and stuff like that. I know one of the ones you canceled was the Television Amico, and then we heard about
that was a long time ago.
And then we talked about their troubles and how they pulled their Kickstarter and everything like that. Well, lo and behold, the Intellivision Amico trademark is live once again, and the console is still apparently in development.
Yeah, it was for about a week. It was pulled. No, what they call it? It wasn't pulled. The licensing for the title was forgotten, I guess. Like they didn't renew it or something.
It had expired. And then they
brought it back.
And then they filed a brand new one. So,
I mean, I'm still all for the system. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I would still totally get one. I only canceled the pre-order because of the money situation, but I'm glad to see him back up and running. You don't want to see anything really fail like that, especially when they get so far into it.
Yeah, they're so far along at this point that I think that whether it's a success or a failure, I think they're going to go all the way and complete it.
I hope so. And
hopefully it's a good system. I hate to see.
I think it will be. I think it'll be a fun system. I mean, it won't be successful, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's all I have for news for the last 2 weeks.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. And I think we can wrap this one up.
I think we can.
My air conditioner is off and I'm dying right now.
Oh, okay. And I'm hungry. So
all right, so there we go. Switch. All right. Well, with that, Ant, where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can watch us on YouTube. And if you want to email us, email @TheRetroGamers.com.
Don't forget, folks, coming up in August, we're about, a month out now, roughly.
About a month out.
Yep, August 12th to the 14th, the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, the Retro Gamers Podcast will be there. Mm-hmm. We will be broadcasting from there as well. We're going to have a good time. But, of course, the vendors are there. They're going to have the arcade set up and everything. It's going to be a great time. Check out and get tickets at liretro.com. Mm-hmm. Definitely get your tickets early, and we hope to see you at the Expo. And with that, enjoy your lunch.
I will enjoy my lunch. You enjoy the air conditioning.
I hope so. And folks, with that, we'll catch you everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.